Hi children and viewers. In the previous video I explained you what is average speed, average velocity and difference between instantaneous speed and average speed. Children, in this video you are going to learn about the uniform motion, non-uniform motion and motion along the inclined plane with one activity example. Clear children? So today our topic is uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Children, here I will take one example what you know. There is some matches going on between two teams, team A and team B in the cricket match. Clear? Team A 20-20 match, that is 20 overs match. Team A is it can score for every over to 8 runs. For every over 8 runs. Clear children? For every over 8 runs up to 20 overs. Then what is their score? What is that? 8 into 20. That is what is the score? 160 their score. 160 is their score. So tell me here, then what is average score? This only. They made equal runs in every over. Then the batting is said to be uniform score. Uniform. That means in every over they score only 8. That's why here what I have to say, they played with steadily. They played very steadily strike rate. Strike rate is steadily, we have to say. So like that, here uniform motion means if a body can covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, then the body is said to be in uniform motion. Uniform motion. Clear children? Don't forget, body can covers equal distances in equal intervals of time. Body can covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, then the body is said to be in uniform motion. Clear? For example, here one boy is here. Starting position is I am taking time is 0. Clear? We have some intervals T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 like that. Here I am taking now here it is 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Then what is the time interval? What is the interval here? Difference between two events. So here 5 minus 0, 5. So here time interval is what here? T means here T is equal to 0 here. T1, T0, T1. Then difference is how much here? 5. 10 minus 5, 5. So here time of interval is here 5 seconds. 10 minus 5, here also 5. 15 minus 10, 5. 20 minus 15, 5. And 25 minus 20. That is what? 5. So for every time of interval, how much time is there? 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. That is a equal intervals of time. Clear? So after that, he was for first 5 seconds he traveled distance is 10 meters. Next 20, 30, 40 and 50. Clear? Children, when time t is equals 0, distance is 0. After 5 seconds this is how much? 10 meters. After 10 seconds 20 meters. And 15, 30, 20, 40, 25, 50 like that. Just we are taking one example. A boy is ready to walk. When he was ready to walk, we are taking time t is equals to 0. Clear? Then displacement also 0. After 5 seconds, he covered how much distance? 10 meters. 10 meters. Next, for next 10, 20 meters. Next 30, next 40, next 50. Clear? Now here, when time t is equals to 0, s is 0. When time t is equals to how much here? 5. Then here what you have? 10. So then difference is how much? 10 minus 0. How much? Here 10. 10 minus 0, that is what? 10 meters. So here time is what? 5. Distance covered is what? 10 meters. Next, second interval t1 to t2. T1 to t2. Time difference is what? t2 minus t1. How much is there? 10 minus 5. 5. Then distance how much is there? Here this one. S, S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. I am giving values like that. S is equals to 0. Now this is S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. Clear? When T2 minus T1 is equals to 10, then we go for S2 minus S1. How much S2? 20. S1 is 10. 20 minus 10, 10 meters. 10 meters. And next we go for next interval. What's that? T3 minus T2. T3 minus T2. T3 is what? 15. T2 is what? Yes. 15 minus 10. That is equals to what? 5 seconds. For that what we write? S3 minus S2. 30 minus 20. That is equals to what? 10 meters. So then what you observed in that example? For here, simple. 20 minus 10 is what? 10. And 30 minus 20 is what? 10. 40 minus 30 is what? 10. 50 minus 40 is what? 10. That means for every 5 seconds he traveled 10 meters. For every 5 seconds he traveled how much distance? 10 meters. So then the boy is said to be in uniform motion because he covered 10 meters for every 5 seconds. 10 meters for every 5 seconds. Clear, children? So here I am showing that. Here now I am showing the values here. T1 S1 or TR value S1, TS value. Clear? When time t is equal to 0, s also 0. Clear? When time t is equal to 0, s also 0. When t is equal to 5, this is how much? 10. When t is equal to 10, what you have? 20. Next 15, 30, and 20, 40, and 25, 50. For that example, we have value should be like that. So t, when time t is equal to 0, displacement is 0 meters. When time is equal to 5 seconds, 10 meters. Next 10 seconds, 20 meters. 15 seconds, 30 meters. 20 seconds, 40 meters. 25, 50. So what we have, that should be like this in the table. Clear, children? So here what is mean by uniform motion? Uniform motion means if a body, here I am saying that person or boy, if the body can move equal distances in equal intervals of time, then the body is said to be in uniform motion. Here the body is anything, any vehicle, any person, anything, but they must be in motion. Clear? Equal distances in equal intervals of time. Clear, children? So that is what we call uniform motion. In that example, the boy can cover 10 meters for every 5 seconds. So that is why he is said to be in uniform motion. When the body is in uniform motion, if you can draw a graph between S and T, that must be a straight line. That must be nature of. When the body is in uniform motion, the nature of the graph is a straight line passing through the origin. A straight line passing through the origin. Look here now. This is the graph, and I am taking the t values on x-axis and s values on y-axis. Now this is the 0. Here what you have? 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. You have to make in some equal spaces. Okay. Next, what is 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50, like that. Or you can draw very clear also. Okay, to get clear visible. 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Here what you have? First thing is 0, 0. This is the 0, 0. Next one is what? We have 5. Then what you have? 10. That is. Next one is what? 10, 20. 10. This is the 10, 20. Clear. Next thing, 15. This is the 15 and this one is 20, 40 and again 15, 25. So you may observe that a straight line. So if you have takes the equal spaces, you must be always get a straight line. So this represents the uniform motion. Uniform motion. If you can get equal spaces, you may get like this, straight line. So the nature of the graph should be what is uniform motion, that is straight line. So this is about the uniform motion. So in general life also we have a lot of examples for uniform motion. How many hours for a day? 24 hours. And how we can take 24 hours for a day? The revolution of earth around itself is what? 24 hours. So that is the uniform motion. Clear? So now here if a body can cover equal distances, then what do you have to say? That should be in uniform motion. For example, I already explained in the previous video difference between the instantaneous speed and average speed. So here if the body is moving with the same speed throughout its motion, that means at every time, at every location, the speedometer shows only one reading, then the instantaneous speed is nothing but average speed. Instantaneous speed is nothing but average speed. So children, this is about the uniform motion. If the body can cover equal displacements in equal intervals of time. Clear? And the nature of uniform motion is what? A straight line passing through the origin. Clear children? Next thing is non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion. Here for example I am taking this is for 0 seconds we have, now it is 0, and now for 5 it is 10, for 10 seconds it is some 25, 15 it is 40, and next 20 is 60, and next is 75 or 80. That means here this is another example. We are having some quantities there. When t is equals to 0, then s also 0. After 5 seconds, t1, t2, t3, t4, t5. t1 is what? 5 seconds. t2 is what? 10 seconds. And 15, 20, 25. Clear children? How much difference is there for every interval? 5 seconds. Here 10 minus 5, 5. Then here what we have? 5. 20 minus 15, 5. 25 minus 20, 5. That means we are taking the, what we are taking? Equal intervals of time. Equal intervals of time. Children, So when we have equal intervals of time, you have to observe now. When t is equals to 0, s is equals to 0. When t is equals to 5, what you are showing? 10 meters. S1 is 10 meters. Next thing is what? 25 meters. Next one is what? 40. Next one is what? 60. And next one is what? Some 80 or 90. I'm doing here 90. Some 90. So look here, 0, 10. How much difference there here? 10. 25 minus 10, 15. How much difference here? 15. S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. Clear? So if you can take T 0 minus 5, why do you have 5? Now here I am writing S1 minus S is equals to 10 minus 0, that is 10. For next T2 minus T1, what do you have? When T2 minus T1 is equals to, how much is there? 10 minus 5, that is equals to what? 5 seconds. Then what is the distance? S2 minus S1. S2 minus S1. S2 is what here? 25. 25 minus 10, that is equals to what? 15 meters. 15 meters. Next, T3 minus this one. T3 minus T2. T3 minus T2. How much? 15 minus 10. 15 minus 10, that is equals to what? 5 seconds again. Now here what you have to write? T3 T2. That's what you write. S3 minus S2. S3 how much here? 40 minus 25. 40 minus 25. Next, how much is there again? 40 minus 4 into how much we had? 30 meters. Next again, T3. Now T4, T3. T4 minus T3. That means what? 20 minus 15. Again same. 20 minus 15. That is 5. Next, for that what you write? S4 minus S3. S4 is what? 60. 60 minus 40. How many you add? 20. Like that. Next one is what? 25 minus 20. Then what do you get? 90 minus 60. That means how much you add? 30. So here now, here difference is 10. Here 15. Here now 25 minus 40. 25 minus 40. This is what? T3. T3 minus T2. Oh. Here 25 we are taken. Okay. S1 is 10. S2 is 25. S, okay. And now S3 is what? 40. 40 minus 15. 40 minus 25. This is 40 minus 25. Sorry children, it is 40 minus 15. Then what do you get? Here 15. And next one, 60 minus 40, 20, and 90 minus 40, 30. So what you observed in this one? First interval, for first 5 seconds 10 meters, next 5 seconds 15 meters, next 5 15, next 5 20, next 5 30. That means for every, in this case we have equal interval of time, but the distance covered is different. That means if the body can covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time, unequal distances in equal intervals of time, then the body is said to be in non-uniform motion. Very clear. In this case we have differences very clear. Now it is 10 and it is 15. Here difference is 15, here 20, and here 30. For every 5 seconds here 10, 15. Here now for first 5 seconds 10, next 5 seconds 15, next 5 seconds 15, next 5 seconds 20, next 5 seconds 30. That means the body can covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time. Then the body is said to be in non-uniform motion. So if we can draw graph between these two, we will get some curve, not like a straight line. So here the nature of graph should be here. If you can plot a graph between S and T, we may get some like curve. We may get some curve. So that is not a straight line, not a straight line. Clear, children? So this is about the difference between uniform and non-uniform motion. So after that, here what is mean by uniform velocity means if the body can covers equal distances in equal intervals of time in a particular direction, then the body is said to be in uniform velocity. If the body can covers equal distances in equal intervals of time in a specific direction, that is what we call uniform velocity. So in our textbook, one activity was given: motion along the ball, motion of the ball along the inclined plane, motion of a ball along the inclined plane. So children, so now this is the horizontal line. So I am drawing, this is now, it is the horizontal line. What is in my inclined plane? The plane which can make some angle, with the horizontal, that should be called inclined plane. For example, so here this is the horizontal surface. For that I am taking this plane now here. It will make some angle, here some angle will be there. So it is the slope, inclined plane. It is surface which can make some angle with the horizontal surface, that should be called here inclined plane. So he was given in a textbook the motion of the ball at two places. Here the first thing is slope. This is the first slope, like this. He was given that it is t is equals to 0, t is equals to 1, t is equals to 2, and now d is equals to 3. This is the when the ball is coming down, motion of the ball along inclined plane in downward direction. Clear, children? Next, the same thing on the same plane, we are showing some different manner here. Now the ball is going up. Here at this point t is equals to 0, t is equals to 1 here, t is equals to 2, and now here t is equals to 3, and t is equals to 3 here. Children, clear? So if you want to more slope, I draw like this here, simple. Okay, it is the inclined plane. Now here t is equals to 0, t is equals to 1, t is equals to here 2, and now here t is equals to 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3 here. Okay, children, first we see this one. The ball is sliding down. In that graph, in that plane, in that figure, you have to observe here, this is the distance traveled S1, and this is the travel S2, and this is the now distance here S3. Clear? Distance between two intervals, t is equals to 0 to t is equals to 1, this is S1, and this is now S2, and this is one S3. Tell me now here, in which case more distance is there? For the time t3. For the time in between t2 to t3 we have more distance. That means what? When the speed of the ball is more, when it is at the top and when it is at the bottom. In that figure, children, what you have to say? When we have t is equals to 0 to t is equals to 1, that should be covered less distance. So what you have write? Speed is equals to distance by time. Speed is equals to distance by time. When the body is covers more distance, more distance, then what you have to say? That should be having more speed. That's why here, when the ball is coming downwards, what you observe? The distance covered by the body also increases while the body is coming in downward direction. Clear, children? So in this case, there is no change in path of moving of the ball. Ball is moving along the plane. That's why its path will never be changed. But what is changed here? The distance covered by the ball should be changes. Why? Because it is coming in the direction of gravitational force. That's why speed will be increased, obviously. So later we discuss about that one. Children, in the next video, what we discuss about the how the gravitational force affect on the ball or on the body. Later in next video we will discuss that. Okay. While it is coming downwards, what you have to observe? There is no change in path of the ball. Only one thing is changed. What it is? Speed increases. At the topmost point, that should be having distance covered is less. That's why speed is less. When it is coming along the inclined plane, what you have to observe? The speed is increases. The speed is increases. How we are saying here? You have to observe in this diagram. The speed must be, distance must be covered is more. For the first time, that should be covered less distance. Next time, some better, and again some next thing is more. So that's why here in this case, while the ball is moving along the inclined plane, its speed is increased gradually, but there is no change in its path. Okay, next thing here, we are drawing the next one. The same plane, when we applied some force at this ball, here ball it is there, just imagine we applied some force. When we apply some more force, that will go for more distance, and next after, this is T2, and now this is here almost all T2, then this is T3. Here, while we want to make them, ball must be moved along the floor, inclined plane. When the plane, it, for example, when it is coming down, for example, diving board, some children are playing on the boards like this, slopey surfaces. They simply come down from the some height, but if they want to go to the up on the same inclined surface, they have to apply more force. In the same manner, here when we are pushing the ball in upward direction, so initially we can apply the more force. That's why it will occupy the more distance. After that, the speed reduces. That's why it will cover some less distance. Finally, also it is very less. That means what? While the ball is going up in upward direction, what you have to say? It will cover the less distance. Starting only, it will cover the more distance. When distance is more, speed also more. But after that, it will cover the less distances for the next time of intervals. That's why what you have to say? The speed should be decrease. So while the ball is moving along the inclined surface in upward direction, its path of direction is never changed, but what you have to say? The speed should be decrease. For the first time, the speed should be increase. So this is about the motion of the body along the inclined plane. Children, next we will go for next video with new topic. So children, if you like this video, like and share the video and subscribe my channel for the latest updates. We will meet in the next video. Bye children. Bye. Take care.